Hey Steve, waiting for his financial stability.
I've been dating my friend for the past 6 years, on and off, more consistently the last couple years. I call him my friend because he's uncomfortable with titles. He says he wants to be more financially stable before he settles down with me. So I'm at a point where I'm kind of tired of waiting. I wonder, should I be waiting for him to settle down, be financially stable, or should I walk away?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How old is he?
37.
37. Mm-hmm. For you, is it worth hanging on to?
I just hate to start all over, build another 6 years, but I'm at a point where I am unhappy.
No, I understand. And that's an important statement that a lot of women make. You don't want to start over. You've invested 6 years and you want it to count for something. But he has to want it to count for something too. So the question becomes, here's the question, what it becomes. It's just simple. Do you want 6 more years of this? So the only way to stop the 6 years of what's been happening to continue to happen is you have to just make an ultimatum.
You said ultimatum. Mm-hmm. Would you accept an ultimatum from a woman?
No, that question is, you asked the question, you did not ask the right question. It will depend.
You've been together for 2 years. You said, oh, if you don't marry me, I'll leave.
Marry me right now, or I'm dying. I say marry me right now. Call me and say me, I love you. Marry me right now or I'm dying. I say marry me right now or I'm dying. Marry me right now or I'm dying. Marry me right now.
Ultimate, of course, she's right. No, who wants to invest into something that would be volatile? So ultimatum can be good or bad. Depends on the context. You see, in that context, obviously. But once again, we just heard one version. That's the thing. Most of the time, people want you to make an opinion based on just one side. You see, and like I said, certain type of certain part of the population likes to
sugarcoat their side.
Likes to basically actually has a kind of like a selective memory. but just to give the benefit of the doubt, we'll go for that thing. I would say that if you spend 6 years, you said it right?
Yeah, 6 years.
I think that two things, that guy is I will say that that is right. Nobody has the right to ruin another person's life. You see? And once again, you see, we go to the same thing. You have to, ultimatum can be good in a way that it will show if the person really cares about you or not. If you really do, listen, someone who really cares about you, it's someone who cannot live without you. An ultimatum can be a good thing or a really bad thing, because if it happened that you really care about this person and you find out this person doesn't care about you at all, it can be a risky bet, man.
There's 2 parts to it, right? Am I financially stable to take on the cost of everything that comes with having a woman in my life? And then 2 is like, am I willing to take all the risks that comes with marriage, like the divorce aspect of it too?
Well, it will depend on 2 things, because once again, you don't really know the context of this. But if someone is 37, the thing is that you never know. And also, what's the most important? You just ask your question. Just ask the question, because the person who said that obviously does not know what he really wants. Once again, if you really do care about someone, you will never let that person go. This sentence saying that I'm not really yet financially. That is a sentence of someone who does not know what he wants. It's someone, actually, matter of fact, a person who does not know what actually really wants is someone who knows too damn well what he doesn't want. Probably this guy in his mind is not seeing himself with that person for life. That's certainly the thing. Because believe me, if you really think you are with the person of your life, that will motivate you to even do greater stuff.
I feel like it's easier for you to wife a girl, especially as a man, right? When she's been with you when you weren't like as successful or weren't as rich. But if you're already rich and successful, it's like, what's the point of having this girl in my life when I can get any other girl?
Well, that's the danger. I can tell you one thing: it is better to start with someone when you don't have nothing. because you are sure this person either really cares about you or this person is betting on a potential. But if you really go now having a lot of money and go with someone, you are sure at 100% that you're gonna attract gold diggers.
I think that's the root of it.
And the thing, once again, you see, the thing is, once again, it is all the same thing. People we look at too much materialistic stuff, and we do not really look at the person, the character, and the conduct. You can get married with someone that is poor. You can live, you can struggle financially. But if this person is really the person of your life, I do really think that it is worth it. Because do you want to live in a castle, actually locked up, into a relationship where someone only has only money and doesn't care about you, or you want to struggle with someone who, and the other thing is you never know when you can get money. You can get money like very fast sometimes. You never know. You see. Yeah. You see, how many times have you seen someone that was so broke, like they didn't even have no food to eat? Actually, you see, you never know the future. But I really do think that the most important thing is the character and the conduct of that person.
And how do you find the character of that person?
You know what? Just look at what people do. The first thing is look at that person, how this person behaves when everything is okay, and when this person behaves when actually everything is bad. I do really believe that in a relationship, not just men and women, in anything in life, when it is friendship, everything, you need the two most important things you need are, in my opinion, similar intelligence. If there is a big gap between you guys, one or another, the less intelligent person may feel some type of way about the smartest one, or the smarter one might say this person is stupid. And the second thing is good intention, goodwill. Because most of the time, no matter how much effort you make, if the other person is acting in bad faith, do you think that thing can work? Like even in friendship, how many times have you seen people who used to be friends and their friendship broke up because what? The one person actually, try to be slick. That's the thing, and that's why I'm telling you, when someone has ethic, a person who has ethic will treat even outsider like the way he will really treat his own people. That's ethic, you see. Normal behavior is treating only good your people and letting the other people, actually do stuff by themselves. Okay, what is the most natural thing? Being nice to what? Your own people, right?
Own people,
What is the biggest effort? Doing the same thing to people you don't even know, and knowing that sometimes, and it is even harder when you know that when you are almost 100% sure they cannot pay you back. That's when you can really judge if someone is really, if someone really has a good heart. Because it is really good for me to actually do actually good action to build it. Because I know that guess what, like this guy might actually change my life, and like the week after. You see, but see someone that is broke, and giving that person $200, while you already have $300 in your pocket. That's harder, man. You see.
So essentially, like, the more money you have, the wealthier you are, the more time you need to screen out just people in general. When you have less money or you're not making as much, it's easy to know the people who are actually going to support you, or actually going to, like, they see the potential in you, whether or not you are, when you're working towards something and they are still there and they're trying to, like, support you, whether it be financially, emotionally, whatever it is, and you start making success, it's easy for you to see them as someone who you can take with you to that next level of life, wherever you are. But I feel like this man's 37. He's been with her for 6 years. I don't know. I think she's wasting her time still.
And that also confirms one thing: women don't like what is good for them too. Listen. I'm sure this person met probably people, previous guys in their life who were more serious about her, because this guy clearly doesn't really care about her that much. When you really do care about someone, will you say that to that person?
Oh, don't call me a friend, or I don't.
No. Listen, no. When you honestly think this is the person of your life, would you say what actually he allegedly said to that woman?
Probably not.
Okay, you see? Once again, like I said, don't look at what people say, look at what they do. Certain stuff you will never, if you really, because I know, I'm a man myself, I know one thing for sure.
Yeah.
We do not, if you really see someone who you think is the person of your life, you're never gonna let that person go. The last thing that will come to your mind is to push that person into someone else's arm, because this is what it's doing. Is it?
Let's watch a little bit more of this.
What they do is make the ultimatum because they don't want the fear that the guy could walk away. He ain't where you want him to be no how. You want him to be there, but he ain't there. Let me just tell you this quickly. When I flunked out of school, I came back to live with my parents for 6 months. And so every time I got paid, I kept telling my mama, I said, Mama, I'm gonna get a new car. She said, I know, baby, but your old car is outside in the driveway up on blocks. My old car was sitting up on cylinder blocks in the yard. Cups was under it, leaves was under it. Every payday, I come in the house. I said, Mama, I'm working, I'm gonna get me a new car. She said, I know, baby, but your old car in the driveway up on blocks. This went on for about 5-6 weeks. Finally, I always know my mother always tried to teach me something. So I walked in the house one time and said, Mama, I'm telling you, have faith in me. I'm gonna get myself another car. She said, I know, baby, but your old car outside up on the blocks. I said, Mama, what do my old car up on the blocks got to do with me getting a new car? She said, because you ain't prepared to get the new car. She said, see, Steve, as long as your old car under the block, where you gonna put this new car? And so I said, okay. So I called my partner up, paid him $15. He came, towed my car away. This was a long time ago. You can't tow no car for 15 no more. So he came, he towed my car away. I moved the bricks. I swept up all of them under the car, cleaned up all that paper, got me some concrete cleaner, put it down, got them oil stains up, boom, cleared out the driveway. 2 weeks later, I didn't get a new car, but I got a used car. And I pulled it up in the driveway. I said, Mama, I got the car. She said, I know, because you cleared out that old raggedy car that was up on blocks.
So I feel like early on in the dating stages, people will date a few people, they'll have some bad experiences, especially a lot of women, right? And they'll say, oh, men are trash, men are this, and then they find this one guy that seems to be like their ideal person. And then instead of continuing to date other men, they focus in on this person completely, and it's like, okay, it has to work with this guy. I'm tired of dating. It's exhausting, right? Going through rejection, going on dates, and getting ready, all this stuff. So let me focus on this one guy, and let me make it work with him. And then this is how you end up in a 6-year situationship.
I don't really, I get your point, but I don't really agree with this. I think the truth is that, women do not make rational choices when it comes to men, because they only go for the best life. You see, it is the thing. Getting with a woman is like winning an election. If you ever campaign telling people what's going to happen, you tell them already. Seduction, you cannot seduce someone with telling the truth. Seduction has to come with making people dream, which means you have to lie. You're never gonna win an election coming to people, telling them what's gonna happen, telling them here is the situation of the country, here is, you know what, it's gonna be hard, basically, we gotta put it into work to get to that point. People are gonna run away from you. Do one day an interview. Everybody will vote. Ask everybody, why should they wanna go vote? Ask them what is the GDP of the country. Ask them what is the mayor of the city. People don't go with facts. You can do any good thing you want on earth. One bad thing happens, she gonna trash away everything good you do. And the real asshole guy gonna come, just make her dream and go with her. And she's gonna find out what after 3 kids, 4 kids, and now it's like, no, actually, and this is her kid. After spending 6 months, after spending 6 years, no, she's basically stuck. I'm sure that she previously made a better person than this guy. That's the truth.
Hey man, it is what it is. But God bless, much love, peace and joy. Namaste. Stay financially responsible. Deuces.